So where they're located is in more of a remote area. So there is internet. It's not the greatest internet. So we've had a little bit of back and forth on getting the internet to work and speeds enough to be able to, for you guys to be able to hear them. And they explain what they know. So I'm not sure about passing out flyers for the biomom. They should be on in just a second. Jacob, can you hear me? All right. And let me see if I can add. So if somebody can tell me, I need to add is it the unlock multi-guest? Is that what the option I need to do? Or is it the unlock co-host? Let's see if I can get this. First one. Okay. So unlock multi-guest. All right. It's not working for me, guys. I don't know. Let's see here. Check. So I'm hitting the multi-guest. It pops up. It says check requirements. I click check requirements, and then it gives me continue your live progress. One more step before you can get more viewers, unlock for more tools, access more features. And I thought I did that in the beginning. All right. I swear, guys, I had it all set up. We did a practice round and it was working. You have to put in live hours yet, but it is my first time. But I did the practice round and I had it set up to where but the hours were in from 3 to 5. I did 2 hours. I am a family friend. So if I can't get this to work, we might have to come back and set this up tomorrow. Unfortunately, like I said, when I sent out the post, the comments that I sent out, bear with me. Let's see here. Of course, I'm not using my phone. The 3 a.m. message was to a good friend of theirs. I'm trying to get them to be able to talk on here. So if you guys got any tips for me, which is I'm going through everything that's on here. Friend of mine had to go live. Really? I didn't know that. Thank you, beautiful disaster. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more digging. I've got about 15 pages of full notes to go over. I know I was in another live earlier today. I was in a live earlier where I was explaining everything, but unfortunately, everybody got cut off of that because they had to end. So I do apologize. I'm going to do some more digging. I didn't have a lot of time. I had about 3 hours to get prepared and do grocery shopping. So I do apologize. I did not. So we were going to have Jen and Paige that also went live. They had, if you go to Up North Live in Northern Michigan, you could see the live posts, and they are the ones. Amanda Babcock is also trying to chime in right now, but she's not having good service. So I'm thinking we're going to have to do something different and get everybody here in town. So that way everybody can communicate properly and I know more what I'm doing. So yeah, let's plan. Let's see, what is today? Monday. We're gonna plan for. I don't want to overshoot, but I'm gonna say Wednesday, and I'm gonna say the same time at 3 o'clock on Wednesday. I do want to mention, which I was going to mention in the beginning and at the end, which I'm a little disappointed that I can't get through this. But there is going to be a candlelight vigil tomorrow. 9 and 10 News and Up North Live 7 and 4 is going to be covering it. It's tomorrow, the 18th, which is Rebecca's actual due date. We are meeting at Myers, not the gas station, Myers in Cadillac, the same place that we met for the search party at 5:30 p.m. and then we will be going to 30 South 21 and a half Road, Boone, Michigan, which is not very far. We're going to be meeting Amber. She's going to lead us in her red Ford F-150 to do a candlelight vigil for Rebecca in hopes to bring the community together. I do have a couple other things that I kind of did before the meeting.
Becca, don't miss the opportunity to hear the
I was
truth and
thinking
facts without
YouTube
these
as well.
influencers
So
using
is that
ChatGPT.
Traverse City? So we've had a lot of things going on in northern Michigan. Traverse City had a couple of break-ins, and they were 17, 18-year-olds, and one was shot. Another county worker up there the next day was shot and killed, or he killed. I'm sorry, he committed suicide. But my point on what I was just about to say was that you go to any other community, and if something like this happens, they do a press conference. I mean, if they're not going to go live on the TV and explain what's going on, they don't have to give us all the information. We don't want any information that's going to hinder their investigation. But what we do want is to have some factual information. And our sheriff's department has done nothing but leave the flood doors open. So when I say that, what they're doing is they're receiving numerous, I mean, dozens and dozens, every couple hours of calls. I mean, the amount of posts, live feeds, the comments that they should be. I hope they're monitoring, real time monitoring, just to see what's being said and all of this. But if we had factual information, they wouldn't be flooded with, the calls like this, with all this bad information. It's just terrible. So I made a comment because of what happened in Traverse City today. And I tagged our police department asking them, like, all you're doing is causing division and chaos in our community. It took them 10 and a half days to approve our community to do a search party. That is ridiculous. We should have been, I mean, some sort of search party should have been out there within, days. I mean, I would assume at least 2 days from the time that she was reported missing. And it wasn't like that. We had to go through numerous, channels to be able to get approved to do the search party. And I don't believe that we can even do another search party without confirming it with them again. But I know people that aren't even from here that I've talked to on TikTok have contacted the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, and they are being, pushed away and like a nuisance, and it's really sad. I mean, how many days are we in? She could be anywhere. She could be in Alaska. She can be anywhere. Be in our own backyard. I mean, it's insane. We need to stand united. We need to stop the division. We need to stop providing false information I know a lot of people they mean well. They do. I mean well. I'm not here to push any my beliefs or any of my opinions out. I just want to make sure that everybody knows. And I'm sorry again that I'm unaware of TikTok Live, and I'll figure it out. For sure tonight, I will figure it out. But there is not a search party today. No, we have to, I'm positive we have to get it approved again. And I did talk on the other TikTok, or the TikTok live earlier this morning, for quite some time. And, Jen and Paige and a very large group of people did find, a woman's jean jacket and a construction, I called it a construction weapon. It's like a saw blade that appeared to have some sort of red stains on it, which people that seen it firsthand, are saying it could be blood. When they called the police department, they had no intention to come out and investigate it, take it in for testing, forensics. It was like a nuisance. And I know that when we're upset and when things aren't going right, and we're worried, and we're sick and we're not sleeping because we're worried, such as, I'm going to bring Paige and Jenna into it. I mean, that's Paige's best friend. She's worried sick. So the lack of sleep, it's frustration, and then the way they're being treated. And not that I know of. No, and if they are doing a search, it's not public knowledge, like for the public to be involved. And I know we did touch base on a little bit earlier too, as well, on BioMom. So I talked about that text message. She was trying to be courteous. She was trying to be quiet. She wanted to do laundry. She wanted to do all this stuff and get the baby ready. I mean, at that point, she's 2 weeks away from giving birth. Those are really important times, for a new mom or even an existing mom that is about to give birth. It's kind of, what do they call that? Nesting. We all kind of go through that, as we get closer to, going into labor. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So, yeah. So there was some sort of red residue on the. Just so I know, it can probably bleep me out. On that construction, saw. But we don't know whose it is, or if it is, or what could be done with it, because they don't want it. From what I was told, that they said that it's a homeless site out there and nobody wants to go out there. They're going to leave it alone. It's not their belongings. They don't want any part in it, which is really sad. What else was I going to say? Oh gosh. I know there's been a lot of speculation with her BioMom. I mean, I have a lot of questions as well. I mean, she sent that text at 3:04, and I'm just gonna go through some of the bullet points, and then hopefully when I come back with everyone on Wednesday, they can communicate to you, and I can kind of just sit back and watch what's going on. Does Courtney have her new baby? From my knowledge, I think so. Let me just double check. I'll fact check that real quick for you. Jacob, if you can hear me still, would you let them know if Courtney still has her new baby? Can you type that in the comments for us? So Becca, I call her Becca, but Rebecca was helping her other friend moving, which is a lot of heavy duty stuff to do, especially at 38 weeks pregnant. So of course, after doing all of that heavy duty lifting, she went into like a false labor with like Braxton Hicks. She was taken to the hospital. She was dilated to 1. They did send her home. And this is common. I also was sent home twice for my first child. The second one, I was not. I was prepared. I knew what I was expecting. But my first one, I was sent home twice. It's something, even if you did do the Lamaze classes, you just don't know what you're expecting. Let's see if she's got that in there yet. So give me 1 second, guys. So getting back on topic, she went to the hospital, got out of the hospital. Courtney picked her up, her bio mom, took her home. And then from there, she was on the phone. Rebecca was on the phone trying to, I was going to say gentleman, but a guy to come and get her. And supposedly it was a guy. We don't know. I mean, she says Courtney has an an interview, and you can hear her new boyfriend in the background screaming and hollering, swearing profanity.